Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl 60 AFG 1997 here on this video post-game report. We're watching the Winter Olympics. I might break it down tomorrow for the video of what happened to Lizzie Vaughn. Yeah. So we just saw that earlier today, not too long ago, and the figure skiing. So I forgot to make a recap, but for after the competition day was done, but I might make one tomorrow because I'm going to make one this Friday for the Daytona 500 predictions. Who is going to win on Sunday's race, 68th annual Great American Race. Please stay tuned for that. Stick around. Well, not everybody thinks it's too exciting for the Super Bowl 60. Well, the game wasn't so bad. Alright? And I'm still waiting for a recap because I already break it all down and stuff. So, well, earlier today. Well, I didn't watch the halftime show, the Turning Point USA, All American, nor the Apple Music halftime show. On both sides. I don't care. I really did not care. Yeah, because I didn't watch either side. But what I did is watch is the whole game. Yes, I watched the whole game. And number 14, that's not Sam Darnold. In the back of my shirt, DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, who played from the team, now with Pittsburgh. Yeah, the Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers. So, earlier in this game, but we're going to get to the play-by-play before we get to statistics on box score, well, the box score on Google, and the stats. Well, it was a field goal in the first half. Incomplete on third down within 6:22 left. Their defense was their New England Patriots defense were blitzing on Sam Darnold, and they just had to throw it to Jackson Smith on the Jibba. GSN. Well, they threw it and it was incomplete. Fourth down. They had to punt the ball. And then you could just, yeah. They just punt the ball. But their defense took a sack on Witherspoon because Drake May wasn't going anywhere out of North Carolina. I mean, that pretty much hunts him back after that Denver Broncos game. That last game against in the AFC Championship game for Denver, against Denver over there in the snow. Well, fortunately, it's not. It's not far enough for that. Because look at that last game in the AFC Championship game, only 86 passing yards. But he has 5 sacks allowed. Then the wild card against my Texans. And then don't forget the Chargers, divisional round. The wild card was again against the Chargers, 5. Texans, my Texans, 5. The Broncos, 5. And now, Seattle, 5, 10. 21 sacks allowed in the playoffs. And this playoffs, postseason allowed. Guy was terrible. He was terrible in the playoffs. But ran for it. That's not enough to get to 100. He could get to 70, at least 70 or more 100 yards. So 75 rushing yards to 100. In this playoffs, yeah, 21 sacks allowed. It's only year 2 for him, and that concludes Drake May's season number 2. Well, in this postseason, here he is. 21 sacks allowed. 21 sacks allowed. 15 for his career. I don't know what else to tell you. That Drake May, He wasn't ready for that Super Bowl. He wasn't ready for that. But Sam Darnold play a little impressive with that, but Kenneth Walker is the one that made heroic hero. It's just too much for that. But Jake Myers, he kicked it real good. He kicked it real good. And then he ran for the 30-yard in the first half, in the beginning of the early second quarter of the first half. That was the first down. Put this right there. Sometimes it slows down, but that's what the internet means. Yeah. I just can't tell you this, but this game comes to that, and then he ran again for 29-yard punched inside the red zone within 13:34 to go, but only kicked the field goal. He was like 2 for 2 in the first half, and then 3 for 3 in the first half. And then I think the same thing, it was incomplete, and they were trying to give it to Kenneth Walker. I think they tried to blitz him. Yeah, they were trying to blitz on him. And yeah, that sells the field goal. Man. New England wanted this. New England wanted this. That's all it is. And then a field goal once again. Here's again with 16-yard pass to Rashid Shahi. He only catch 27 yards receiving. But we'll look at the statistics. Again, 16-yard pass to JSN. And that's why he got concussion until he went off to the tent. Yeah, and a 20-yard pass just gave it a first down to Kenneth Walker out of Michigan State. Memphis, born and raised Memphis, Tennessee guy. And that was New England fumbled the ball. Yep. Derek Hall caught the ball. Well, recovered the ball because May got sacked. Within 16 seconds left in the third quarter. He was nowhere near. And then the fourth quarter began. Finally, we got a touchdown. 11-yard pass on Sam Darnold. Gave it to A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he got a touchdown. Finally got a touchdown. 16-yard pass. He only caught 54-yard receiving. And where did A.J. Barner went to college? You guessed it, and it's already been slowing up because I don't know what's going on. Michigan Wolverines. The University of yep, reigning national champ that started Sheen 2023 season, but he got drafted in 24. He was a 4th round picker, 121st overall in the 4th round. That pretty much picked him up. He's a good tight end. For this season, he only got 519 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns. He only got it in the Super Bowl, but in the playoffs. But yeah, that's what it all means. That's what it all means. All it means by that. The kid could play football, but New England was a done. 24-yard pass, give it to Matt Collins, a first down. It was not. He almost got a 300-yard passing. We'll get to the statistics in just a moment. And then they gave it again to the same person within 12:27 left. They scored a 6. New England had a great punt. 55 yards out of University of Texas Longhorns in Austin. Michael Dickson punts the ball 55-yard long. He punts 7 times. His average 47.86. The guy played in University of Texas. And don't forget, he punted into 46. UT's gonna love this man. Very wealthy. Still. I mean, yeah, I am a Texas Longhorns guy. But also punt the ball at the 2. Nearly at the 1. Nearly at the 1, except the once in the 4th quarter. Let me just look at it one more time. Goes right into... in the 4th yard line. Yeah. At the 4 yard line. And then that play... INT. That was the secondary. Yes, the defensive secondary, Junior Love. He was open on the play. He just ran it open, and that wasn't too bad for Seattle's defense ever since the Legion of Boom bullshit began. But the Trollman was better. The Legion of Boom, we hated them, but now no more. Seattle's a good. It's a brand new era. The dark side. This guy played at the University of Notre Dame, drafted 7 years ago, 4th round picker, 108 overall. He got drafted to the New York Football Giants. I want to look at statistics. Throughout his career, he played for the Giants, and then he went to Seattle in 2023. That was Geno Smith still there. That's where all means. Geno Smith was there. And you gotta look at the tackles. 85 solo in 2023. Intercepted, he only got 4 when he got signed or he got traded with the Seattle Seahawks. And pretty much gets waking up on the edge of the bat. And then another field goal. The dude went 5 for 5. 5 for 5. It's a new Super Bowl record, including franchise history. And then that was the pick 6. Pick 6 by Uchenna Nwosu. That was the dagger. It was the dagger. Because Drake May stripped out of the ball. And by the way, those commercials were good. Xfinity of Jurassic Park and Bubba Wallace of Toyota. That was really good. And other commercials like the Backstreet Boys vibes, Dunkin' Donuts. That was pretty good. That was really good. Pokemon, because celebrating 30th anniversary. And Charles Leclerc was on a commercial. And you got the Cadillac Formula One team. But it's going to be on Apple. Not looking forward to it, but hey, NASCAR's there. Good news. Good news. Good news. Yeah, pretty much sums up, and that wraps the game. And by the way, shout out to the Hitman Reinhardt. He's no longer on YouTube. For the 3rd time, his first channel got copyrighted because of the late night show with Jay Leno. On the 2nd time, on the Trevor 3-8, that was before he got removed all the WWE videos, and until then, gone. And for the 3rd time, this is the last time I'm going to say this, explicit content. Those were not his. YouTube took it down. I think it's the AI bots that hacked him. So, congrats, Hitman Reinhardt. You got your Super Bowl champ once again. We were pulling for you guys very, very hard. Oh yeah, it's Stephanie Shea. She went in a convention. She was repping Seattle Seahawks. Shout out to her. Congratulations. Go follow her on social media like IG and on Blue Sky. Wish I could go back to Threads, but it's not letting me. It is what it is. Let's see. And then New England wasn't done, but they were passing 26 to Stephon Diggs in the red zone. They were not finished until the touchdown to Ramondre Stevenson. Well, the game was not. The ball was literally dropped in his hands. That looked like incomplete, but instead it was a touchdown. But failed a 2-point conversion. And that was Kobe Bryant, not the late former NBA player, the other Bryant of number 8. he was hurt. He was hurt. And that pretty much ends the game. And don't forget, that 49-yard touchdown, yeah, it was a holding. It was a holding. Does not count. He had Jalen Sodell. Yeah. And that pretty much ends the game. That pretty much ends the game. Excuse me for a second. There we go. Now, to the statistics of Super Bowl 60. Now, Sam Darnold play a little okay. But who was the MVP tonight's Super Bowl? Kenneth Walker III out of Michigan State University. From Memphis, Tennessee. Born and raised Memphis, Tennessee. And he got recruited over there in Michigan State. Yes, Michigan State Spartans. And USC guy. He is the first NFL quarterback with 5 teams. He joined the New York Jets. Carolina Panthers. Well, Carolina Panthers. San Francisco 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. Minnesota Vikings. And now Seattle Seahawks. But all 4 of them, we're going to get to Wikipedia right now because that dude can just ball the hell out. Holy crap. On the cracker. The same quote from Big Bang Theory by Penny. So, yeah, and by the way, guys, he won the 2016-17 Rose Bowl with USC. It was 52-49 against Penn State. Yeah. He only played 3 seasons, by the way, and he got drafted in 2018. In the 3rd overall pick in the 1st round. He is a 2-time Pro Bowl. First team All Pac-12. Used to be, yeah, not anymore, but it's the return of Pac-12 on the other side, and a group of 4 team. 2017, Archie Griffin Award. 2016, that was before he won the Rose Bowl. The Offensive Freshman of the Year of the Pac-12. Yes, I got it right. It was the Jets. It was the Panthers. It was the 49ers one time. Minnesota Vikings one time. And now the Seattle Seahawks. Finally got a Super Bowl champ. The ghost from the past of the host. The ghost of the post is gone forever. It finally came to an end. It finally came to a conclusion. And pretty much wraps it up. And yes, and I talked about the 2017 Rose Bowl. Yes, I got it right. It was 52-49. They beat Penn State in the Lions. And who was the quarterback in Penn State? Pretty much tells you that. Yeah, I know it's Saquon Barkley, the running back, played for the Philadelphia Eagles. In my eyes, and look at the quarterback, you got a wide receiver play for the Minnesota Vikings, Chris Godwin. It was Trace McSorley. He was the quarterback at University of Penn State. Miles Sanders was there. Andre Robinson. DeAndre Tompkins. Wide receiver, DeAndre Tompkins. And they finished at 1-11-3. And I believe they won. Yeah, they won the Big Ten championship against Wisconsin by a touchdown. Yep, I almost remember that. And then the Pac-12, USC had also a good season, and they've returned them since. And that coach was Clay Helton. Coach Helton was the coach. You watched it be called. Yeah, I remember that blowout. It was terrible. Yeah, it was Coach Helton. 6 seasons at USC. Their rosters. You look at the rosters for the Trojans right there. Yeah, it was Sam Darnold, tailback, Ronald Jones II, Justin Davis, James Tollin IV, and you got fullbacks right there, and a wide receiver, Michael Pittman, Steven Mitchell, Juju Smith-Schuster. I have his Funko right there with the Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster out of USC, the Kamehameha anime guy like me and the rest of us, and all these guys play good. It's still a remembrance season for the Trojans in 2017. Yes, they won that field goal. Kristen Kirk called that game on. And it will also take Patch Greg McElroy on and Tom Lungenbill on ESPN Radio. Samantha Punter, Tom Rinaldi. Those two are no longer there. Yeah, Samantha no longer assists. Tom Rinaldi still works at Fox Sports. Yeah, it's only just Kristen Kirk calling that game. I remember watching that 2017 Rose Bowl. It's still a great game. It's still a great game. So, for all these years, how Sam Darnold have, and this career right now, he's got to 20,000 passing yards. Almost to 125 touchdowns in his career. Almost. But wait till next season. So, finally broke the past. Finally broke the past. Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker III. Born in 2000. With my sister, by the way. Yeah, former Michigan State guy. Yes, he also played at Wake Forest, by the way. Wake Forest in 2 seasons and 1 time in Michigan State, because that's before the transfer portal crap began, the NIL crap began. So he was PFWA. PFWA All Rookie Team 2022. Pro Football Writers of America. Yeah. And then Walter Camp Award in 2021. Doak Walker Award 2021. And I believe that was when they beat. Hold on. Because I know who they beat. It was It was the Pitt Panthers. It was Pitt Panthers in Michigan State. From his college. You gotta look at 2021. The guy played hell of a game of his career. Yeah, he was a Peach Bowl champion in 2021. Schedule. Yes, 31-21. Pitt Panthers against the quarterback in the NFL, Kenny Pickett. And who was the quarterback in Michigan State? I almost forgot about that. Anthony Russo was out for the season. It was Peyton Thorne as the quarterback. No, yeah, and Zach Gillespie. Yeah, just want to point that out. Running back Connor Haywood. I mean, they were all falling off dramatically. Terry Lockett Jr., Jaden Reed, and played for the Texans, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. No, he played for the Packers. Excuse me. Keon Coleman, and just ordinary, and they finished 12-2, and they finished 11-2. Yeah, and that was when Michigan beat Iowa in the Big 12 title game. No, Big 10 title game. Excuse me, my tongue just twisted out. Yeah. So, yeah, he had a great college career, and then he was the Walker Award, and unanimous All-American, Big 10 running back of the year, first team All Big 10. Now the NFL, he won the Super Bowl MVP. Born and raised in Arlington, Tennessee. He's got a lot of work coming up in the future. So, back to the statistics. Walker ran 135 yards and had 27 carries, 6 reception catches, 61 yards on Cooper Kupp. No touchdowns on Walker. He had a great game. Drake May only passed 2 touchdowns and the picks, but almost near 300 yards. Not enough. 27 out of 43, 19 out of 38. But May's got more than Darnold. No. May ran for 37 yards. It's not enough. Matt Collins only caught a touchdown from Drake May. And then I think there is career-long field goal. No. That's pretty much all. Nothing. I wish it would have been longer field goal. That would have been cool. But still. Look at the numbers from the Seahawks. Rashid Shahi lost to Lard. 5 yards. Nowhere near. Cooper Kupp, yeah, there's A.J. Barner. I tell you the numbers. Rashid Shahi tied with JSN. Kenneth Walker almost tied with him, but George Halani only got 7. But yeah, Ernest Jones the fourth, 10 tackles. Hell of a defensive play. And sacks, Byron Murphy the second, only got 2 sacks. 2 sacks. And their defense ties with him and Derek Hall. And almost broke that Chicago Bears record. Well, tied with them from 1985, the Chicago Bears team in the Super Bowl 20 against New England. So y'all remember that. It was on NBC. Until this one was 11 years passed by. Fumble recovery, yeah, Byron Murphy the second. We just told you about that. And Jake Myers kicked 5 for 5. Great kicking average. And then you got 2 for 2 extra points. Michael Dickson out of Texas. He punted the ball good. Inside the 20. 55-yard long. New England. We tell you Drake May's numbers. And then Stevenson ran for 23. Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. Reigning champ. National champ 19. Matt Collins. Demario Douglas. Ramondre Stevenson. Stephon Diggs. I remember him playing for Minnesota, then in Buffalo. Hunter Henry, who played for the Chargers back then. And former Arkansas. Shout out to my boy Trace Pitts. Watch this. And then you got playing New England. The tight end only caught 31. But 5 catches on Demario Douglas and Ramondre on Stevenson. And by the way, NBC celebrating 100 years of excellence. Yeah. 100 years. I love the NBC. It's going to be great for the first time in my lifetime. Pretty much awesome. Matt Collins caught 4 catches. That's something else. And also, the MLB on NBC Sunday Night Baseball. Judge hit so many home runs on everywhere. That was hilarious. It was hilarious. I love Aaron Judge. He's great. And then you got Marcus Jones, 7 tackles. Craig Woodson, Carlton Davis III, Jalen Hawkins. Christian Gonzalez was unstoppable twice. My God. They stopped it. Like, he almost got a pick. He just batted down his hands. Former Oregon Duck. Good Lord. That dude could do it all. My God. Melton Williams only got a sack. But let's look at the deep stats in a little bit. No field goals for Andres Morales. Yeah, out of Miami. Florida. But, yeah. Here are the stats. So, Seattle's got more total yards. Not too much passing yards. It was New England. Still lost. Rushing yards for the Seahawks. Yards per play. Only 2 inches away. But still, it's on Seahawks. They got 2 more first downs than New England. 2 lesser than third downs. And no 4 downs. That's great. And then total plays for them. Sacks allowed 6 times for New England. Almost broke the Chicago Bears. The 85 Bears team. And by the way, guys, I'm watching Pride Time in Milan for the Winter Olympic Games. And we're almost done. Before I switch it to USA Network. So, yeah. They punt the ball. Pats punt the ball. But Seattle's got a better punting average kicker, Michael Dickson out of Texas Longhorns. By the way, congrats to them. And same with Boise State. DeMarcus Lawrence had a hell of a game, but I say tackle. Penalty yards. They split, but penalties for Seahawks allowed. Fumble lost. Picks thrown allowed. And then you got time of possession. New England's got more than that. Well, not too much. It was Seattle. They split the tackles on both sides, and then field goal made, and then red zone out of it. It was New England's perfection. So, We'll get to the social media reaction, but I want to see the recap. I really, really want to see the recap. It wasn't too bad. The Super Bowl game wasn't so bad. Let's get to the Boise State Broncos. Their football that I do respect for Boise State. My mom and I are Boise State Broncos, and here they are, Super Bowl champ DeMarcus Lawrence once again. DeMarcus Lawrence gets another ring from the Denver Broncos, I believe. Now George Holani as well. Wide receiver, something like that. So, yeah, they got it. Hypothetical win for Boise State. You bet your butt you did. Yeah. GT soon, baby. If the Raiders might get Fernando Mendoza, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then love watching you both. Hey, we all love watching Boise State players, and this is mine. That was Kellen Moore. He's still coaching with the Saints. It was against Idaho, 28-0 on ESPN2. If I do remember that or not, but just Boise baby, Boise baby, and this was before earlier. And yes, Seattle Seahawks, Drew forcing a fumble. I don't think it did happen. No, it was Byron Murphy. And we'll get to the Texas Longhorns players in just a moment. Yep, DeMarcus Lawrence got a ring once again. Boise State bringing home. We got 2 Super Bowl champs for Boise State. Woohoo. Two of my 2 favorite teams for the Bronx and the Hawks. Well, for you to say that because I'm wearing a shirt. Yeah, and speaking of Texas Longhorns, well, 3 players from the Seattle Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. Horn sub at Santa Clara. There's Chris Sims on the pregame, and I forgot his name. I don't want to see that. But I can't even see that. But yeah, these are the 2 players from the Texas Longhorns side. It was good. And there we are. Yeah. Could I be happier for Byron? Yeah, Byron Murphy the second, Keandre Diggs, and then you got Michael Dickson. 3 Texas Longhorns players. Pretty much good. And then you got, yeah, I don't want to see this. Congrats to the brothers doing what Longhorns do. They did. We always do what we do is the Longhorns play. And I hope we win the national championship next season with Arch Manning comes along with that. It's coming, guys. It's coming. They're students of the week. Oh. But I can't even see for the, and yeah, they're making a new facility coming up for, there's the Super Bowl. Before that New England, Brandon Schooler for the Patriots. It wasn't enough for him. He tried, but it's all about Seattle Seahawks tonight. He tried. Guess I'm a Seahawks fan. Never knew. Go Birds. Hook 'em horns. And Michael Taffy will be a Patriot next season. I hope so. If Mike Rabel drafted this man. Sorry, Brandon Schooler. Yeah, tonight wasn't his night. Hey, and Mina Kimes is happy. I can already tell you, Mina Kimes is happy. I need to check out Mina Kimes because her Seahawks celebrates like the flocks of fly. She loves her Seahawks so much. And I can't even see her Seahawks stuff, and she's been posting a lot of Seattle Seahawks. I respect her. Congrats to Mina Kimes. Go check her out on social media, especially her podcast. The Lenny Kimes, the Kimes Lenny Show, something like that. But I'm not gonna play the clips. I don't want to get copyright from her. But I'm trying to find her Seattle Seahawks stuff, but it is what it is. I mean, she's a Washington Huskies We all love Mina Kimes. We all love Mina Kimes. I think that's all. That's all there is to it. So I think that's pretty much all because the halftime show I didn't watch. I didn't care. I just wanted to watch the whole game. Enjoy what it all means by that. What it all means by that is enjoy the football game and social media reactions all over it. My brother Sean franchise 6 before we close the doors. But yeah, free off season starts tomorrow. Clint Kubiak is going to be the Raiders head coach next. So, and this is a good one. It says Chris retires next year in LA when ESPN ABC. I don't think so because Chris Berman is going to have 50 years coming up when the time comes. Because I want to see what's going to happen because in 2029 he'll have 50th anniversary to be the first one. I'm guessing today will be the last day of the NFL Network's in-season coverage as we know it. They got emotional on game day morning feeling that this was the end. I hope because of ESPN's going to ruin this. ESPN's going to ruin this. Guy, I hope to God this better not screw this up like Inside NBA. Inside NBA did okay. So, the scouting combine is going to start not too soon. The following after Winter Olympics. And then the new year began in because of World Baseball Classic. And then March Madness, so does free agency. The MLB NFL draft in just 3 months. In 3 months. And this is a good one. I understand Walker had a good game, but it should have went to the kick. Yeah, Jake Myers. They all wanted the kicker. Well, the running back. Seahawks had never have turned over the entire post. Yeah, they never had. Against the Niners, against the Rams, both division rivals, and now they finally got their revenge. And now Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion. By the way, the game where Sam Darnold saw ghosts was on a Monday night against the... Yeah, how poetic. Tom Brady will never... I don't know. The ghosts are done. I can't play that song. That song has copyright. And that's the same with SpongeBob. You just stole a Saturday. Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. The AI uses that. And this is the funniest one. I would have got away with it too. If it wasn't for you, it went for you, mentally kids, Al Michaels. Oh God. Yeah. Charles Leclerc commercial was good. On Pokemon, I think Cadillac, something like that. Yeah, all of that stuff. And in the Super Bowl, shutdown corner. Oh, this is my favorite. Longhorn football hydration chart. As a Texas Longhorns fan. My goodness gracious, y'all. Oh, God. And yes, the end of NFL Game Day morning, and they're moving to ESPN. I have a feeling they're going to ruin this. Good God, don't do this. Oh, hell no. Oh, yeah. Speaking, the $180 of Super Bowl 60 burger, I will not buy that bullshit. Hail to the effing no. No. I will not buy that. No. I'm not going to buy it when it's expensive. Absolutely not. Are you shitting me, dude? At least I got my picks right, but what a way to end the NFL season. That pretty much wraps the doors close, but we might as well go to the team stat for one last time. Sacks, yard loss. That was New England's allowing that. So for the whole drive, 15-13, but New England did not win it. But they still got good. They still have a great football game. I don't know why. There we go. They still have a great game. But man, it is what it is, guys. Seattle Seahawks had a hell of a football game. This past postseason, the playoffs, they never had to turn the ball over on down against the 49ers, their division rival, in the divisional round, against the Los Angeles Rams in the championship by a close game against Matthew Stafford, and Matthew Stafford won the MVP, by the way, and now against the Patriots. It was 2 blowouts and 1 close games. 2 blowouts against the Niners and the Patriots, and the Rams by a close game in the NFC Championship game. So my congrats to the Seattle Seahawks and their fans, their fan base, the 12-man. I'm not a Seahawks fan. I was pulling for them so hard. I had to wear this because you know what I'm talking about. This was DK Metcalf's shirt. It's not Sam Darnold. If it was Sam Darnold for me, I would buy it, but it's too expensive on Dick's Sporting Goods. This was the cheapest shirt at Dick's Sporting Goods on DK Metcalf, thanks to my mom, by the way. It was the cheapest shirt during the back-to-school shopping. So there you guys have it. What do you guys think about the game? The Super Bowl 60 was okay. It was pretty much all right. Better than last year's 59. For my Chiefs got blown out by the Eagles. Yeah, I don't know. It's a brand new Seahawks era. And by the way, Paul Allen's sister, Jody. And before we get out of here, guys, Paul Allen's sister, Jody Allen, and she owns the team with the Portland Trail Blazers. Yeah, she owns the team. The Portland Trail Blazers. Yes, the Portland Trail Blazers, the Seattle Sounders, and that's pretty much it. And now the Seahawks. And this might be her last because she's going to sell the team to somebody before the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl, and now here we are. Paul Allen is smiling right now, guys. I can tell you, Paul Allen is smiling. Yeah, he passed away in 2018, so in the age of 65, I was in Seattle. So Paul Allen, we love you. As a football fan, as a sports fan who owns the Seattle Sounders, the Portland Trail Blazers, and the Seattle Seahawks. So there you have it. And plus, he was co-founded, owned by Microsoft. Good thing I have Chromebook, not Microsoft, by the way. So congratulations to the Seahawks, and congrats to New England Patriots and Will from Game On. You had a great season, by the way. Man, what happened, buddy? You have your 2 young girls pulling for the Seahawks, and your 2 young boys, 2 young daughters pulling for the Seahawks, Sharon Ring, and 2 young sons pulling for the Patriots. And your wife, I believe, pulling for the Patriots. But Will, hats off. My hats off goes to you, my man, my brother, to another mother. Love watching you on Sports Wars, and then especially something else from Game On Sports Wars, Game On, you and Crickets. I did Crickets pull for Patriots, something like that. But I picked Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks on my video. If you were watching this or not, but it's what it is. So let me know so you know in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, ring that bell notification so and share this video out there. Yeah, and make sure you check your videos every day on YouTube and your channel so you don't get hacked. So I will make a video of Lizzie Vaughn and the Winter Olympics, and plus the team figure skating. USA beat Japan earlier. I will make it not too soon, tomorrow from earlier. Yeah, I will make it because I guess I was too busy studying else. So we're already in the Winter Olympics going on in Daytona Speed Weeks. So congrats to New England Patriots. Great season for them. They had a great year. They're a great quarterback. They're a great head coach, Mike Vrabel. Yeah. Josh McDaniels. Yeah. Drake May. Yeah. Runner-up MVP. But you got Sam Darnold, Mike McDonald, Good thing it's not Pete Carroll. Good thing it's not Geno Smith. And as sure as hell, it ain't DK Metcalf, the shirt I'm wearing right now. In the back, you can't even tell. So, thank you guys for watching. Congratulations to the Seahawks. Their second time in franchise history. They're now 2-2 in the Super Bowl all-time record. And the Patriots are now 6-6, below 500s. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for more Olympics recap. Peace out. Until the next time.